What's up everybody, I'm Logan from Sleepopolis, and today I'll be reviewing the Zombiebed. I'm gonna go over the firmness of the mattress, what it's made of, run some tests, and give my pros and cons at the end of the review. But for right now, let's talk about what the Zombiebed feels like. Now, of course, the first thing you want to know about when checking out a review of a mattress is what it actually feels like to lie in bed. Now, in terms of the support level of the Zombiebed here, I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10 on the firmness scale, with 10 being the firmest. I'd say that's square in the middle of the medium firmness zone. That means it's a nice mixture of support and pressure relief. When I'm lying on my back, I do feel a bit more on top of the mattress than sinking into it. There is a little bit of sinkage into the comfort layer of the mattress. That's to be expected. However, I still felt like it did a good job of keeping my spine line in a good position. Now, when I'm rolling around and changing positions, I was actually pretty impressed with the mobility on this mattress, meaning my ease of being able to change positions without feeling stuck in the foam layers. Now, the comfort layer of the mattress is a polyfoam, which has a quick response to pressure, so you're going to be able to change positions easily. And there is also a microcoil layer further down in the mattress, so you don't feel stuck. When I first took a look at the mattress, I was a little kind of skeptical on how much bounce those microcoils would actually give the Zombiebed, but I was actually pretty impressed with the amount of bounce for a foam mattress such as this. We're going to take a closer look at materials later on, but just to kind of give you a quick note on why I'm kind of feeling these things. Now, as I roll onto my side, I was pretty impressed with its ability to relieve pressure. Now, I think combo sleepers that roll onto their side for a little bit of the night are going to be okay here on the Zombiebed. If you're a really strict side sleeper and you need a super plush feel to your mattress, that's not going to be here. However, if you're someone who changes positions, you end up on your side for a portion of the night, I think this is going to be actually a pretty good feel for you. If you are looking for more of a memory foam feel, that contouring around your body, you're not going to get that here. But I think for a lot of people who are combo side back sleepers, the Zombiebed is going to be pretty good for you. Now, rolling onto my stomach, what I'm looking for here is super firm support so that my hips don't sink into the mattress, keep my spinal line in a good position. I would say that I did feel my hips sink into the mattress a little bit. Again, if you're a combo sleeper, you're rolling around, changing positions, stomach for part of the night, it's probably going to be okay for the most of you out there. If you're a bit heavier, you're probably going to need a little bit more support than the Zombiebed can offer. Now, if you are a really strict stomach sleeper or a bit on the heavier side, I just don't think you're going to get the firm support you need out of the Zombiebed. Now, to give you a better idea of what's going on inside of the Zombiebed, I've pulled back the cover so you get a look at the materials used and the layers of it. First up, the cover is a knit cover. It's got kind of a thicker, cozier feeling to it, nothing too crazy. Below that, we have the comfort layer of the mattress, which is made of a polyurethane foam or polyfoam. It's got kind of a medium firmness to it, so you're going to sink into it for a little bit of pressure relief, but it's got that quick response to pressure, so you're going to be able to roll around, change positions. Now, below that, there is a thin layer of memory foam. Now, memory foam has that slow response to pressure you can see there. It's meant to give some contouring, but this far down in the mattress, you're probably not going to get like a real memory foam contouring feel or anything like that. It will give you a little bit more space to sink into the mattress for pressure relief. Now, below that layer is a layer of microcoils. Now, this is really different than a lot of bed-in-a-box mattresses. Pretty interesting in that it's used as a transition layer from these softer foams before you get to the firmer base. Now, it's high-density polyfoam. It's a really common material used in a lot of bed-in-a-box foam mattresses to act as the support center of the mattress. So it's supporting the layers of foam on top of it, as well as giving support and firmness to the mattress so you don't sink all the way through to the bed frame. Now, instead of just taking my word for what the Zombiebed feels like, I like to run a few tests on all mattresses that I review in order to give you a more objective view of what's going on with this bed. Now, the first one I run is a pressure map test, and it's pretty straightforward. I put a pressure map down on top of it, lie around in a few different positions, and you can see the results next to me ranging from blue for low pressure up to red for high pressure. Now, on my back on the Zombiebed, it's pretty much blue, low pressure across the board. That's to be expected, so we're just going to move on to the side sleeping position. I was actually pretty impressed with the low pressure at places like the shoulders and the hips. For a lot of mattresses can be trouble areas for side sleepers, getting jammed up, causing pressure points to form. You do see a little bit of a raised pressure at the shoulder there, going into that kind of light green area, but overall, I think that's pretty good for most side sleepers, especially combo side sleepers like I was talking about before. And finally, rolling onto my stomach, again, it's blue, low pressure across the board. That's because my weight's evenly distributed. But again, I did feel my hips sink into the mattress just a little bit, so if you are a really strict stomach sleeper, even though it is low pressure, no exact pressure point on the pressure map here, here, I do think you're gonna find you need a little bit more hip support. Now, another test that I run is a bounce test, and that's basically to see if you're going to feel stuck in the mattress when you're changing positions. Like I said before, there's quick response to pressure from the comfort layer of this mattress, as well as that microcoil layer. Really give this mattress a lot of bounce and mobility, so you shouldn't feel stuck as you're changing positions on the Zombiebed. Another test that I run that's kind of hand in hand with the bounce test is a motion transfer test, and basically I take a 10-pound steel ball and I drop it from heights of 4, 8, and 12 inches to simulate some kind of getting into and out of bed, rolling around in the middle of the night. And on the other side of the mattress, I check to see how much disturbance is transferred across the bed with each of those drops. Now, those drops are meant to simulate you know, if you have a partner that's changing positions, things like that, how much it's going to bother you on your side of the bed. And I gotta say, I was really impressed with the ability of the Zombiebed to isolate that motion transfer. Usually with bouncy mattresses, we see really high spikes of motion with those drops with someone getting into bed on the other side of the mattress. But with the Zombiebed, I was pretty impressed with its ability to kind of not move you on your side of the bed while someone else is changing positions. Now, before I end the review, I want to give you some pros and cons for the Zombiebed. First up, I would recommend it to those that are combo sleepers. Again, I felt like it did a pretty good job of supporting my hips while I was lying on my back for good back sleeping spine alignment. And there's pretty good pressure relief for when you roll onto your side for a portion of the night. So it's that medium firmness, that nice mix of support and pressure relief in multiple positions. Next up, I would recommend it for those looking for a bed with a little bit of bounce. You know, this mattress is mostly foam, but I found that it did have some really good bounce. At first, I was a little skeptical on the microcoil layer, but I actually found that it really did help provide some mobility. So while you're rolling around changing positions, you're not gonna feel stuck in the Zombiebed. And finally, I would recommend it because I was pretty impressed with its ability to isolate motion transfer. If you sleep with a restless partner, you know that sometimes when they're changing positions, getting into and out of bed during the middle of the night, it can kind of move and jostle you around and wake you up. I was really impressed with the ability of the Zombiebed to isolate that motion transfer, especially for a mattress that has pretty good bounce such as this one. Now, some of the reasons I would say maybe it's not for you is that it was pretty unimpressed with its edge support. Now, edge support is basically when you're lying near the end of the mattress, you feel like you're collapsed the side of the bed. It can cause you to get that kind of rolling out of bed feeling. A mattress with strong edge support lets you sleep all the way to the ends of the bed, makes it feel a little bit bigger. It's a nice plus for the couples out there. However, I did feel like the edge collapsed just a little bit too much here on the Zombiebed. Now, another reason I would say maybe it's not for you is that I do think it sleeps just a little hot. So if you're someone who tends to deal with kind of sweating through the night or kind of kicking the covers off all the time, this could be a little bit of a problem for you. Now, if you are interested in purchasing a Zombiebed, I want to give you a little bit of basic information. There is a 100-night trial period, so you can have it in your home for just over 3 months, deciding whether you want to keep it or send it back. It will ship for free. It does arrive compressed in a box, and there is a 10-year warranty. Of course, you want to check out exactly what that covers on the Zombiebed website, but I would say that's about the standard for the online bed-in-a-box industry. Now, in terms of price, the Zombiebed ranges from $499 up to $950 for the king-size version. So that's it for my review of the Zombiebed. If there's anything I didn't cover, just leave a comment below. Now, if your mattress search continues and you're wondering what my top picks are, you can Google best mattress in Sleepopolis to see my top picks of the year there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any of our sleep news or our giveaway announcements. And check out sleepopolis.com for all of your sleep needs.